The biggest change in regaining my life after gaining 200 pounds didn't come by setting a goal. It came with a rupture, a flash of clarity that cut through the numbness for once. And in that moment, I asked myself, why does any of this even matter? Today, I'm going to walk you through where I was after years of failed diets. I'll share the exact breakthrough that led to my 200-pound weight loss success and why mindset, not a diet, made all the difference this time. If you're over 40, postmenopausal, and you keep wondering why you just can't get it right, this one's for you. You're going to walk away understanding why it hasn't worked before and why this time it absolutely can. Welcome to part 1 of the Mindset Matters weight loss series. Hi, my name's Easter. If you're new here, welcome. This is where we cut through all the noise and do what you have to do to lose a lot of weight. No gimmicks, just truth, the tools you need, and the strategies I learned and used to help you along the way. And it will change your life. You know, I always thought it was that I just wasn't motivated enough. Let's talk about that sneaky little 4-syllable word, motivation. People treat it like it's this magic word that's going to suddenly appear and you're going to say, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. But that's the lie. Motivation doesn't arrive on cue. It shows up randomly, most of the time when you least expect it, and it vanishes just as quickly as it comes. I think of it like a caffeine jolt. You pop up and then you crash, and you're left feeling worse than you were in the beginning. Then there's the other problem word, diet. Here's what I've learned about myself, and I think you might relate. We hate the word diet, right? Just the thought of going on another one was enough to make me cringe. I know you feel that too. And diet is not a 4-letter word by accident. It's a 4-letter word. Diet mentality sounds kind of like this. Starting tomorrow, I'm on a diet again, and it probably won't work, but I've got to try something. So here I go again. And then tomorrow comes and we delay, right? Why? Because we don't feel motivated. See how the lie circles back and keeps us in that nasty little circle? Dieting was so tied to my self-image that I could not separate the two after a while. After failing so many times, I believed I was the person who just failed diets. That became my identity. But the truth is, I had it all wrong. And if you feel like that, you do too. When I started my weight loss journey this time, it wasn't about going on a diet. I needed to lose 200 pounds and I knew I needed to do something different. So I decided it wasn't going to be about rigid plans or counting calories or punishing myself with food I didn't want to have and workouts I didn't want to do. It started with one thing, a decision, a gentle, clear, doable decision. No flour, no sugar, no binging, 2 liters of water a day, and 1 portion per serving per meal. That was it. That was as rulesy as I got about it. I didn't weigh and measure. I used my fist to eyeball it, and that's what I did with everything else too, because I knew if I had to weigh and measure, there was no way I could do it. But the most important thing is I didn't approach it this time with the bitterness that I usually approach diets with. There was no more heavy sighing and here we go again. I approached it with, yeah, I can do this today. I can eat simply, I can stay mindful, and I can treat my body like it matters. And that is when the magic began. Every time I made it through a meal without binging, I noticed. I celebrated. I didn't need perfection. I needed momentum. And that came from choosing the mindset I needed to get to the life I really wanted to have. If you are stuck in the cycle of diet and defeat, this mindset shift might be exactly the thing that will change everything for you too. Can you imagine waking up tomorrow and thinking, today I'm going to do what's right for my body? Eat healthy, be happy, not to punish yourself, not because you're broken, but because you're ready to be good to yourself, because it's time. Every time you say no to a binge and yes to peacefulness, you're building the life you think now is out of reach, but it isn't. So let me ask you this. Hearing this, doesn't this sound a lot more doable than dieting? Let me know in the comments. I want to know how this lands for you. And if you need a little help getting started, I made a free 30-day journal that will help you reflect, think about, and prepare yourself to have the right mindset to succeed this time. It's filled with affirmations, reflective prompts, and just things to keep in your head as you're starting your weight loss journey or continuing on it. I'll leave you a link down in the description. And if this video resonated with you, kindly give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and come back soon for more, because I'll be back with more soon. You know it.